in the Today's Special Value.
Every single thing that you're seeing on Jill, from the eyeshadow to the mascara to the lip to that foundation, you name it, look at it. It's all about looking and feeling your best. This is about good for you, Glamour Jennifer, and I am thrilled that we have our first TSV in 2 years.
Long.
We waited so long.
I know. 2 years. All right, let's show you the shades. There are not 40 of them. There's only 6. They're crazy forgiving.
6. Super easy. You know which shade you are. Just stick with your gut. Fair is going to be the fairest of the fair. You're the lightest shade in any other brand, Tarte included. Light is a step up. You have a little bit more warmth to the skin. You're going to see Shanna apply that in just a moment. Light, medium, you're right in between that light and medium. You're like, which one do I go with? We made it easy for you. Go right there. Right. Medium's a shade that I'm wearing. I think it's the shade that you're into.
Correct.
If you have a little bit of color to the complexion, you'll go there. Tan is going to be beautiful. You're going to see that on Khadijah. And then we have deep, which is our richest shade, which you will see on Alicia.
And if I remember correct, it's the deep that is the most limited of all of our shades right now. We have 21,000 orders on our Today's Special Value so far. So let's dive in. I mean, we could spend so much time on each of these components, but the launch, the excitement, of course, is all over the foundation. Correct?
It is. It's all about this foundation because you might be thinking, well, I've tried the Amazonian clay foundation before. Maybe you haven't. Maybe you've just heard about it. So what we've done is we've taken the beauty of our Amazonian clay, which, as you know, it's an ingredient that is proprietary to us at Tarte. We are known for using this powerhouse ingredient to balance the skin. This is about getting a foundation that's good for you, a foundation that's portable, a foundation that's creamy, and a foundation that is going to work on all skin types, from oily to dry and everywhere in between, okay? So this is going to be as simple as it gets, and we're going to see more about this foundation in just a moment. But I really want to show you this palette. We've been looking at your comments on social media, on Instagram and on Facebook, and we know you want to see this palette in action. So get ready, because we're going to show you right now a demo on Shanna's eye. And Shanna's going to actually show us the shades on the back of her hand before she gets started of everything that's in this beautiful palette.
See what I mean? This is not a 6-piece kit. There's so many things in there.
So these are the shadows that you're seeing. I want you to see the pigmentation. This is going to be your perfect full palette. You've got that deep brown shade, beautiful for liner. You've got your neutral mattes up here. You've got your gold shimmers. You've got your blush. You've got your bronzer. You've got your highlight. We've left nothing out here.
There's nothing missing.
But let's get to work, Shanna. Let's build that other eye, because you have one eye done, and you're going to go ahead now and you're going to show us exactly what you're doing step by step. So for the first shade that you're using, I'm going to show you as we go along, is you're using this pink shade right here. And what you're doing is you're using a fluffy brush and you're blending that right into the crease. Why do you do that, might we ask? Well, that's the shade that everything else is going to blend right into, right?
Perfect.
So you've just applied that right to the crease in a very light blending motion. Now you're taking a smaller brush, and which shade did you just take? The dark brown on the end. Okay, so now she's taking that dark brown right here on the end, and she's blending that right into the depth. So I like to call that, like, it's almost like the half moon shape in the eye.
Right.
Notice she's using that smaller brush and she's just blending that right in. That is going to be great if you have hooded eyes. That's going to create the illusion of a bigger lid space.
How wonderfully they blend.
So it's really great if you have a hooded lid to put that deeper shade in the crease. Then you're going ahead with that deep shade again.
The liner too.
And you're using it as liner, which I love. So I personally think the powder liner is great because it's not as harsh as a pencil or a liquid. It's a little more forgiving. It looks a little softer, but look at the pigmentation on that.
See, and you don't have to apply 3, 4, 5 different times. Look at the dimension that you created. This is like a pro level look that took you 20 seconds, 30 seconds.
So now what Shanna's done is she's taking this shade right here. So this is that really pretty metallic plum shade, and she's using that as a liner on the bottom. Look at how that's enhanced her green eyes.
Oh, I never would have thought to do that.
Look at how that has given her the crispness, that high definition look. I mean, this is the ultimate perfect fall look, in my opinion.
We haven't even touched the blush, the bronzer, the highlighter, this light shade of eyeshadow, which like works as an eye primer as well. Oh, no, you're still going. Okay, good.
She's applying that bronzer right now. She's blending that right into the cheekbones. And look, I can see that highlighter. I see it. It just looks ethereal. That's the beautiful thing about this highlight.
Get everything.
I want to promise you there's not heavy flecks of glitter in this. This is going to make your skin look like it's glowing, but not sparkling. We don't want to look like we have flecks of glitter. We just want to look like we're glowing from within, right?
Well, actually, you start looking like you're glowing from within just from the foundation alone. is.
So true.
The last time we presented this, we were talking about how it looks like skin, it acts like skin, it feels like skin, like nothing's weighing you down. And everything else in this palette, that is gorgeous, honey.
Love
Great
the brow
job.
bone.
Is the lip in there? Yes. Oh, what about her eyelashes? Because they have mascara on. That's in there too. Can I use that dark shadow as a brow filler? Yes, you can. Highlighter, bronzer, blush, everything is included. My hunch is, if you were out at retail and you saw this palette alone, it wouldn't shock me to see a $75 price tag on it, right? But you get the entire kit for less than $60. Look at the before and after. And of course, I'm loving the color elements of this, but we also have to reference the coverage that she's getting with that foundation that covers the redness.
And we're going to see that from Stacey Ann in just a moment. You're going to see that in action. But look at that eye look. I mean, Shanna did that with a couple of shades in a matter of a minute. So you can do that when you get this at home. I want you to feel empowered. I want you to feel good. I want you to feel like you're getting a collection that you're going to be able to use. This is not something that you're going to get home and say, what am I going to do with all this?
Yeah, and this is only, like, I know we call it the night out palette, but I'm sorry, that is not like an intense smoky eye or something that's like, oh, clearly you're going out, right? It just depends on your level of glam, right? But the reason that the fact that she started with that great foundation alone means everything else that she adds just gets better and better.
Luminosity.
So again, the foundation that you're wearing is the
light. You're in the light.
Really? Okay.
So Shanna's in the light. I'm in the medium, if you can relate to my skin tone. We're seeing Joanne right now. She is also in that light shade. Is that correct, Joanne? Yes? So Joanne looking absolutely gorgeous. I mean, this is Joanne. I mean, the best version of Joanne. Look at how that foundation has just completely erased any discolorations within her skin.
All right, so I don't know if we can maybe kind of call in an audible here, but I would love to see the value breakdown again on this, simply because after we watched that entire demonstration of basically everything in the kit, that full face, I just have to compare this again because it's just crazy. If sold separately, these are not concocted numbers. If you shop out for these products at other retailers, you will see, for example, the brush alone is $28. You'll see that palette should retail for $34. It is less than $60. 3 easy payments. Your only commitment today is $20. And you can return or exchange it within 30 days, no questions asked, with free shipping and handling. Alicia, every time I see your face, my jaw drops. I mean,
you're
know.
Look at the warmth
gorgeous
on your skin. Look at your eyes, Alicia. If you could look down for us so that we can just see the color. Look at that gold on her lid. Talk about creating lid space. Look at that gold on the inner corner. Look at what we're able to do here. I mean, Alicia, you are just stunning.
But just a better, like, you know, I love how you call it. It's like it's just an improved version of your own beauty. It's just amped up.
Right, because we've all got it in there. It's just a matter of finding the right products that you think are easy, that you're going to look forward to putting on every day, and that's it, right? It's really simple. Look at here. So Alicia and I have something in common here. We both, our concern, our beauty boundary, if you will, is acne scarring. So when Alicia wears foundation, she wants it to look natural, but she wants it to be good for her skin.
Right.
Smoothing and healthy. So what you're not seeing here, okay, is you're not seeing no phthalates, no sulfates, no mineral oil, no synthetic fragrance, vegan friendly. This is cruelty free. I mean, these are all the properties that you want in a foundation, and look at the result.
Yeah, and actually one of our makeup artists said, all right, I'm gonna try this foundation on you, and she loved it. She goes, but I'd love to know what it looks like 8 hours later, right? She goes, like, come back to me and let me know. And I did, and I said, guess what? It looks just as amazing at the beginning of the day.
Just as flawless.
Don't be fooled by thinking, oh, these demonstrations look great, but is it really like 2 p.m. is my big tell-all when I put it on in the morning? You know this, right? Check in the mirror, and if all your blush is gone or the foundation's all cakey, that's not gonna happen with this because of the ingredient story. Look at how beautiful the box is, by the way. I know it's a little thing, but if you are gifting this, then I want you to know, because this is pretty much like the holiday gift set from Tarte, do keep that in mind. So I think, yeah, let's talk about the Amazonian clay, the whole backstory behind it.
I would love to. So this is an ingredient that's really special to us at Tarte. This is what we have, developed so many of our products in because of how powerful it is. This is a smart ingredient, and it's something that we source right from the banks of the Amazon River. You're seeing that process right now. That river flows for 4,000 miles worth of nutrients. We're able to sustainably harvest it. We're able to do that twice a year. We lay it out in the sun to dry like you're seeing right now. Once it's dry, we shave it down into a very fine powder. That smart powder is then infused into our foundation. In this case, it's the clay stick foundation. And what that's going to do for you is it's going to balance your skin. That's what makes this foundation great for every single skin type. Whether you're dry, whether you're oily, whether you're somewhere in the middle in your combination, this is going to go on your skin, recognize its needs, and instantly fix what your skin needs.
So much press coverage, beauty blogger coverage, all of us regular gals, if you will, voting at their favorite again and again. And we've been waiting, frankly, for a more portable version of it. And that's exactly what you're getting in the foundation stick. There's the palette that we just presented, that you saw the complete demonstration on. All the brushes that our gals are using are included on this here. Again, don't even get me started about the mascara. It's Customer Choice Beauty Award winning and nominated yet again for increasing the volume of your lashes over 300% with just a couple of coats. But because we want to pack in as many more faces and demonstrations as we can see so that you can really understand why this should be $170, let's take a look at Stacey Ann.
Let's take a look at Stacey Ann, because I want you to know that this is going to look like your skin. I love how you said earlier this is going to behave like skin.
Right.
It's going to look like skin. It's going to feel like skin. Stacey Ann has one side of her face done. She's going to go ahead now and apply this to the other side. So this is a matter of a few swipes. It's like a magic crayon that's just going to, it's like a magic eraser.
Grown-up crayon.
It's like just going to erase all those imperfections, and all it's going to leave behind is beautiful looking skin. We don't want foundation that's heavy. We don't want foundation that's cakey. We want foundation that erases our flaws and leaves us looking with beautiful
Is that too much
skin.
to ask?
No,
erase my flaws and make me look beautiful.
It's
Thank you.
not too much to ask, because I think if you wear foundation, or if you've been scared of foundation, perhaps you've tried foundation, you've said, oh my gosh, this enhances everything that I'm trying to cover.
Right.
This is not going to do that for you. So I think having that confidence and knowing that you can wear this all over the face like Stacey Ann is, or perhaps you just want to put it on your nose. Maybe you just want to put it on your chin.
Like a concealer.
Right.
Yeah.
You don't necessarily have to wear this all over the face. It will still look natural.
And I love how it finishes. Have you ever used like a liquid foundation and it just feels really weird for the first 10 minutes and then it kind of settles? This looks great right out
away.
Of the
it goes
tube.
right into that skin because of that Amazonian clay. It balances, and it just looks like your skin. Darn it, at the end of the day, that's what we want from our foundation.
Exactly. Hey, guess what? In the fair shade, we have fewer than 300 remaining. And actually, in the tan, we have 700.
Look at Khadijah. We're going to see her in a moment.
4 dozen in the deep. Oh, I'm glad we saw Alicia as early as we did. She might be done for the night. All right, Khadijah's in the tan.
Khadijah is in that tan. So I want you to look at the natural finish on this foundation. If you're worried, is this going to look cakey? Absolutely not. This is going to completely, like I said, erase those flaws, any imperfections, discolorations, you name it. But I want you to notice everything else on her face too, because this kit is so much more than foundation.
Crazy.
Like you said.
6 eyeshadows alone that are Customer Choice Beauty Award nominated in a variety of colors, all of which are like realistic that you'll actually use.
Correct.
Right? Even if you only take the gold and just pop it on the inside of the eyes and get that pop. I mean, Jill, the complete face right here. But again, with Tarte, you don't look and go, boy, I love your makeup. You just look and go, oh, you look beautiful.
Right. And you know, that's what it's all about. That's why people love our brand. That's why our Tartelets are loyal. They know they're getting the 12-hour power. They're getting makeup that's got the ingredients that are going to perform. They're getting makeup that they can feel good about putting on day in and day out. That's fresh, that's current, and that's most importantly good for your
and if
skin.
I can go there too, it's like a toy box for grown gals. I mean, this is just so much fun, right? You know, makeup should not be stressful or serious.
I'm so happy you said that, because it's kind of gotten to be a little bit lately,
it has, you know, or I think I need to be an expert, right? But just walking by the palette alone with all these fun colors, and I kind of stop and I go, oh, hey, that looks like fun, right? And here to show us how much fun it is, with over, what was it, 1.5 million Instagram followers.
Yes.
Whoa. And 500,000 YouTube subscribers as well. Nicole Concilio, who is herself a beauty blogger. She's the gal, you know, teaching us all the tips and tricks.
Yes,
fully has fallen in love with this kit. So we thank you so much for joining us
thank
today.
you for having me.
You look amazing.
So do you, girl.
Thank you.
Tell us what you have on your eyes, Nicole.
So we have this palette, and I started out, now, a lot of people don't know this, but you can use any of these as eyeshadows.
I do. I use the blush.
So I went in and I used the bronzer first as a nice transition shade, kind of got the whole thing flowing.
So that's here, right, in the crease?
Yeah, so we have that kind of like up here
well, that
and
looks
in
great.
the crease, just to make it that perfect like gradient effect.
And then you put the gold.
Well,
no, I'm getting I can see that gold.
well, then I took, just to deepen it up a little bit more, I took a little bit of this pink shade right here, and I just kind of went over it, just to add a little bit more color. And then the gold.
The
like,
gold. The
that
grand
gold.
finale gold.
Oh
kind of
my
obsessed
God,
with that
it's
one.
beautiful on every skin tone, honestly, and the payoff of this palette
Let's
is
see.
insane.
Close your eyes for
Yeah,
us so
can you
we
look
can
down?
really see. And this is such a beautiful, everyday, wearable look. And I think what I love that you did here, Nicole, is you really just warmed up your whole
Yeah.
complexion just by doing your eyeshadow. When you're wearing those warmer colors. The thing is here, this is a warm tone palette. And warm tone palettes are going to look good on every single skin tone.
Yep.
I promise you, anybody that doesn't believe that, try warm tones. They're going to warm up your whole complexion.
Right, or if you only throw one shade on the full lid,
Yes.
Yeah,
do the
exactly.
foundation. Like,
Makes a
you don't have to,
difference,
again, you
right?
don't have to make this complicated, but you can play and have fun, right? Let's not forget, you get the full-size lip and lip gloss. This is your #1 best-selling shade. It's called Sass. Everybody's wearing it today. And the mascara, hands up those who are obsessed, right?